If you've ever worked with denim and denim hems, you know getting over that really thick seam can sometimes be a bear. So let me show you that the Pfaff really has a little bonus to doing this, and that is truly the IDT. It's going to help pull that foot up and over that seam all by itself. Now there is a couple things that you do need to set up. Number one, put a denim needle in. We're talking a size 90 or bigger. Size 100 is usually great. You want to also lengthen your stitch. So if you leave it too small, those little tiny stitches might not crawl up and over that really thick seam. Maybe then you start to push it, and then that's where you break a needle. So somewhere minimum stitch length of 3. I have seen for thick fabrics go up a little higher. Let the machine always pull the fabric through. We should not be having to help it as it stitches. So what I've done is actually just stitched a quick little seam here, and I was going to just do a little kind of top stitching. So just even kind of stitching it one more time from the top. This would be a great place to do like even a double needle if you wanted a little extra line of stitching, but that just kind of helps flatten down that seam right before we go and turn it. Now the other little trick that I would recommend is, I know so many times because as we fold it, maybe we've pressed it or we pin it, we want to sew from this side because that's probably the side that makes sense. It looks easiest. But when they talk about top stitching, the idea is that you get a prettier stitch from the top, especially when you start to work on fabrics that are much, much thicker. That needle has to almost kind of find its way down. Sometimes looks a little more crooked on when it goes through all the layers out the back side. So why not put the prettiest stitch on front and stitch from this part of it? So I've got the IDT engaged. I've got the stitch like nice and long. I did not put a denim needle in, but I should if I was doing it. And look, all the way through. And that is because of this system in the back. It is truly the master of getting up and over thick seams without you having to do anything else.